Good morning, 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 good morning. Welcome to another edition of the Brothers of Legacy. I'm your host, AD Walker, the Push It Motivator. Thank you guys for being here. Welcome, 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 welcome. Today we're talking about has the definition of a good man changed, or how has it changed, evolved? So we're gonna have a wonderful conversation this morning. Definition of good man has changed. All right, sorry. Or has, I guess has maybe. Let's see. Has, let's ask the question. Give me 1 second, guys. Thank you guys for being here. Make sure you share. Sharing is caring. For whatever reason, I always forget to put this text up. All right, let's go. I need some kind of automated way of doing that. All right. Let's see. Spliggity splow. All right. Hey, blessings, Lisa. Thank you for sharing. Mama Corey, appreciate you. Sam, sweetie back in the building. Good morning. All right. So make sure you share. Sharing is caring. We're going to be talking about kind of has the definition of a good man changed? All right. So we're going to have a wonderful conversation about that. I have my brother Kaneem Kervey hanging in the wings, aka Mr. Hustle, aka doing the dirt. I guess maybe that's probably not the best, but my brother from another mother like no other. We're gonna go ahead and kick it off. So make sure you share. Sharing is caring. And if you're not receiving notifications, again, go to Facebook, go to YouTube, hit that bell notification. They both they look exactly the same. Wherever you at, hit that bell notification. You'll never miss a broadcast with the brothers. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get ready to kick this off. Let's see. So let's go. All right, let's go ahead. We're gonna kick this off right now. Let's go. I want to welcome you to the Brothers of Legacy broadcast, where we are changing our community one conversation at a time, every day.
We are creating a new legacy.
Change gon' come. Change gon' come. Change gon' come. Change gon' come. Change gon' come.
A co-op has to start with ownership. Right. We have a mindset of either I want to make a lot of money or survive. Make a bunch of money or I got to figure out how to survive.
When you have a real bond, when everyone has, we come in with real expectations. Mm-hmm. Because this is covenant.
The whole premise is that we as a people, with our money and time, aren't often making this generous possible, often vested in the business.
You're watching the Brothers of Legacy. We don't stand out. We stand up.
Good morning. What's up, Kenny?
Morning. How y'all doing? Welcome to the world of BOL.
Yes, indeed. Welcome to BOL. No.
Jigga, get it.
All right. Oh, let's do that. Let's do this. All right. So today we're talking about has the definition of a good man changed? And
wow.
You maybe wonder where I'm coming from with this. So back in the day, and our back in the day, probably as far as maybe 90s, 80-ish, you know,
Yeah,
when we
yeah.
were kind of conscious about the world, you know, further back, you know.
Gotcha.
But back then, one of the, and I heard, it's crazy because I heard the term recently. It's like this guy's a what do you call a BMW? Have you heard that term
Oh
before?
man, I didn't heard that so many times and so many different.
Black man with a job.
Oh, okay.
Black man with a job.
It's not what
And
I
it's-
was thinking, but okay.
We'll probably discuss that off camera. I'm gonna find out what that means.
All right.
Unless you can share it here.
It's not shareable.
It's not okay. Yes, sir. We'll talk about it off camera. So, and it's funny, right? Remember that song, "Ain't Nothing Going On But the Rent."
Yeah.
And one of the lines was like, "You gotta have a job if you want to be with me. No romance without finance." You guys need to check it out if you're a little younger, if you never heard it before.
That's a real song. What he's talking about.
You see this? Sam said not. Oh yeah, black man working. That's what it was. Not big mouth. Leave it alone. Don't. This
You close. Well,
you said close. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it seemed like back in the day, or at least our back in the day, it was the standard was least work. Least gotta be working. You know, like and which I understand, like, you know, how we're gonna have a relationship, you ain't got any money coming in. You can't even take me out to eat, you know, we can't even really do much. But since then, it seems like it's changed where they're you know, everybody, you know, every woman has a different standard. And has it changed to the point where you just, you know, like I've heard people rattle off lists, and it's like someone asking, you know, you want what you want. You want what you want. But, you know, like, I don't know, where do you lose so much yourself in the list where, you know, it's hard to find your space because we're not perfect. There's something we don't do. Like, you know, I want a man making six figures and can build a house. Like, generally, for the most part, sometimes those two don't go together. Like, a six-figure dude, you know, usually got soft hands, you know, because in corporate, he's been working other hustles to get to this space, you know, and he's not probably he may not be a craftsman, you know, like, so it's like, I mean, I can pay somebody. I don't fix stuff myself, you know, like, I don't get my hands dirty. That's why I work hard. And I think it's changed because the internet has inundated us with so much information. You know, so many opinions seem to be whoever can get their voice heard the most becomes the thought of the day, if that makes sense. You know, and it's like, and how I judge it, maybe unfortunately, is, you know, if you see a post, a good man is these 6 things, right? And you're looking and you're like, okay, 4 of those are kind of achievable. The other 2, that's kind of hard. That's very specific. And then you look in the comments, you know, to see who co-signs on certain parts of the conversation. And for me, like, if you see a lot of, amen, that's it. That's all I need. You're like, you know, in your mind, like, are you setting yourself up for a failure, or it's just what you need, what you require? Maybe in my small-minded way, you know, my perspective, I just don't know enough guys. Because, you know, you ever look at a list of anything, even when it comes to women, you're looking like, I don't know many folks that will fit this list. You know, like, I don't think I know anybody that got all of that. You know, like, it's always something like, and you're just like, I don't I don't think everybody fits a list. So I think with the advent and the growth of social media, not necessarily just the internet, but social media, the perspective of what you want has changed. Would you agree on that? At least, because like I said, a good man, like I said, BMW, black man working, was at least the basic. And I agree, 100%, man don't work, he don't eat. So as an adult, dating or out here in these streets, having a job is essential. I think now it's moved to how much is he making? How much is he bringing in? Would you say, have you seen a lot of the definition change since growing up? Have you seen more of a requirement? And for you, you were kind of in the dating scene, into your adulthood. What was it like? Those that time before you got remarried.
Oh man, I mean, I don't think it's changed at all, really, since I started dating. Well, I think I had my first girlfriend at 12, 11, something. Well,
right.
I mean, that's puppy love. But as you get into a true adult, I'd say you might start understanding the relationship as a man at 25. You know what I'm saying? Like really understanding what it is. Right. So has the definition of a good man changed? I don't think so. I think when you say black man working, that's the basics. That's that's the foundation of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you supposed to be working. You're supposed to be doing something to bring in some income. So whether you working a W-2 or you picking up cans or you just got a straight hustle or whatever it is, you still got to bring some income in because you got to survive and be independent. So getting into the other aspects of being a good man, as far as your character, certain things that my parents taught me. Right. You know what I'm saying? As far as etiquette, you know what I'm saying? Morals, like you look at a lot of younger men today, when you tell or you even say the word etiquette, they want to know what you mean by that. What's the definition of what's your version? What's your version of etiquette? You know what I'm saying? So it's I think that being that the internet and social media is so in your face right now, it has different interpretations and makes different impressions on a younger man than it does someone our age, because we had to actually have an imagination. We didn't have I mean, your imagination wasn't instant. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you do something crazy or stupid as a video, and now your imagination is for the world to see immediately. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
right.
But back in the day, it was only a certain few. So now you get to see all these things, and now your view of the world is different because you see so much. For us, for me, my view of the world was like a visual of what I could see around me, period, or what I saw on TV. So good man was, working, of course, you know what I'm saying, being chivalrous when it came to women, that was part of it. Trying to be there. Like I had my daughter when I was 18, like she was born when I was 18. Right. So me wanting to be a father, that was something I thought was a good man should be, because I saw my grandparents be very good to their children. It was. I guess everybody would have their own definition. Right. 100%. Like when because my daddy wasn't. Man, my daddy wasn't. He was absent. I was trying to. I was seeing where he's going. Like, I was looking for Yeah, I was trying to say he wasn't this, he wasn't that.
He was absent. He wasn't there.
He was
He wasn't there. I got you. Okay.
Yeah, he
Okay.
was absent. Even though I knew him,
Right.
and he was easy to find,
Right. Okay.
but that was the he still was absent. So
Right.
so I didn't get that that immediate knowledge or that immediate coaching or mentoring to be a man or to be a father or to be this from my father. You know what I'm saying? I had to skip a generation and look to my grandfather.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, I mean it goes so many ways, brother.
Right. So Sam made a good point. She says, so I can't be a good man if I'm not working. And she also said, I don't believe someone's ability to earn is tied to what constitutes a good man. Indeed.
Oh,
100%.
Ooh, Sam.
But I think
Hey,
we are judged.
Let me flip this to you, Sam. If you got a Negro that all he doing,
Not the Negro.
if you got a Negro that all he doing is banging that headboard, that's it. He ain't bringing no money in.
I'm cleaning though. I'm keeping the house clean.
Okay,
I got the crust out of the baby's eyes.
House clean.
I'm wiping butts.
He doing Pampers.
Right, you know.
I mean, all that.
I go to the store. I mean, granted, I'm going to the store. I'm like, hey,
all that. He watching soap operas. He at the crib all day long. You know what I'm saying? All day. You telling me you're gonna go out there and you're gonna have the babies. You're gonna go out there and hustle and make sure that groceries and rent and all that is done, and he's gonna be the man in your household. That's what you're saying.
All right.
Nah, go back. My bad, lady. Go ahead.
No. I'll give her a minute because she's typing, thinking, typing, erasing, typing. I mean, I get what you're saying. I mean, unfortunately, we are, especially as men, we're judged kind of like by what we earn, what we do. Even if I don't earn a lot, I might do something dope, have this super stupendous job that may not earn a lot, but you're like, oh, that's a dope job. He said. He said I'm not talking about a good for nothing, deliberately doing nothing guy. But I mean, I'm doing it. I'm wiping butts. I'm cleaning faces. I'm getting folks dressed. I'm doing laundry. Yes. I'm even cooking when you come home. Like
and he cutting the grass.
And I'm cutting the grass.
And he cutting the grass.
I just, I need something on it. I need something on it for that gas.
Is that a permanent situation that you would be satisfied with? I mean, it could be. I'm pretty sure it's somebody in America that's their dynamic of their family. I'm not saying that, but is that the majority, or is that? I mean,
Okay, so she says, but honestly, that doesn't even make the do nothing not a good man. Interesting. Okay. He said, and for the record, all those things are work. Taking care of the kids and home. Indeed.
I'm just saying, you wouldn't mind flipping roles. That's Indeed. Like I said, that's a dynamic that happens in households in America.
Right.
I'm just wondering, is that a large majority?
He's lacking in some areas. Right. Possibly. I mean, but I for the most part, like I said, most guys are judged on what we do. Like, we judge each other. Some of the first part of a conversation is, so what do you do? Like not how much you make, but kind of like, what do you do? And we kind of assess, like, oh, I'm an architect. I've helped do things downtown. You think like, oh, you might be balling. I'm a cruise chef. I say chef at McDonald's. Okay, that's awesome. You may go, which one you work at? But if I'm gonna be real, like I think if I just took care of house, it'll because of society and the way I was kind of taught. She says character, integrity, commitment, decency, indeed, and respect. Indeed. Indeed.
I have all that.
Right.
At least I think I got all that.
Right.
But I also
Right. I think so.
I also earn money.
So you feel like, okay, let me ask you this. So if a dude has all that, but he don't earn, I'm trying to think of a mid-level way. I just ain't found that special job or something. Like, I'm trying to think, like, how would you look at a man the same if he's not earning but he's taking care of the house?
You know what, man? A lot of women, I found, like when I was dating,
Okay.
I found that a lot of women had their standards so set, so ridiculously high.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like you were saying at the beginning, I want a man that makes this amount. I want a man that lives this place. I want a man that drives this car. I want a man that that's beating the headboard daily. I want all this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, look, I want a man that takes care of the kid. I mean, you want all these things, but what are you bringing to match your wants to the relationship? You know what I'm saying? I want this, I want this, I want this. Well, do you have all that? Do you have the high-paying job? Do you have the nice house? Do you have the car that you want him to have? Do you are you know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. I'm like, if you get a good dude, if you get a dude that puts you on a pedestal and is intentional and purposeful to keep you there, and he makes sure that you are valued and he's independent, start there. You know what I'm saying? And see where that goes. You might not like his little quirks or whatever that he has as an individual. You know what I'm saying? But at least you got the foundations of a good start to a relationship.
Right.
You know what I mean? But oh no, he ain't got this, so we can't date. He's driving a 95 Camaro and y'all can't date? Why you gotta be in a 2020 BMW or 2020 Mercedes?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
you wanted that, bro.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It's I just found that a lot when I was dating. So you know what I'm saying?
Okay. That's been a lot of your experience. Okay.
I would listen to him, you know, because you know you're going on all these first dates, and it's almost like an interview. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you want to do? How was your last relationship?
Okay. Does what you do come up? Like what kind of work you do?
What kind of work? That's you doing that on the phone? You know, I'm talking about in person.
Before I even see you, I gotta know what you do.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
I'm between jobs right now. I'm between.
I mean, the initial hookup usually is the man approaching. Hey, how you doing? Blah blah blah. Oh, you looking good today? Can I get your number? Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. But once y'all start talking, what kind of work you do? And she gonna be happy to tell you what she do most of the time. Right. So you know it's gonna be natural that she asks you what you do.
Gotcha.
It's
nothing. I'm chilling. Nothing.
Yeah. All right. It's crazy, man. But then once y'all, because you know, when you in the early stages, it's kind of a show. You're putting your best face forward to see. You know what I'm saying? I'm this, I'm that, blah, blah, blah. But once you actually get to consistent interaction with that person, you can see like, I'm picking up this Negro line.
Is that me? Okay.
Yeah. You froze up for a second.
Okay, so they heard you. I just didn't hear you.
That
was on my end.
Yeah, they may not have, but you know, it's I guess it's for those that's out there dating, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, I got you.
They would have to put something in the comments for those that's out there dating.
yeah, so for those out there dating and watching this on replay, I want to know as well, like, are one of your leadoff questions, is it what you do, or do you run off what you're looking for, or just kind of, I guess you look for it, right? Because you don't put the pressure on the dude to what you're looking for, and there's always something that I don't do. But is it? Do you have a running list? And do you got whoever's single? Because I know directly some. I don't know everybody, but hey, Keita, good morning. Is
Good
there
morning.
a list? Is there a list? And is it long on how you define what a good man is? Has it changed? Because I get, like, I do understand, like, if you've had different relationships, there's always, well, I'm looking for this now. Like the red flag that you feel like has led to that. Like, oh, okay, I got to make sure they don't get me with that line again. Like, because that just, in between jobs, it's not a good look. So I need somebody with solid employment, or solid place to live, or a solid situation. These are things I'm looking for, so I don't get got. But yeah, ladies, even men, if you're in the comments or looking at this on a replay, I would love to know, like, do you have a running list? How long is your list? What are your non-negotiables? What are your non-negotiables? I get employment. I get it. But outside of that, what are some of your non-negotiables when it comes to when you're looking for a good man, and for the gentleman, good mate, good lady or whatever? I'm just curious. I'm just kind of flip it a little bit. I'm just curious about that. And like I said, go ahead.
I was just about to say it's age appropriate also.
Right.
So for somebody 25, 35, 45, it's going to be different.
It
It's
is.
gonna be real different.
Is. And I
Somebody
feel like
25 wouldn't care if you had a roommate. Somebody 45 is going to be like, oh, hell no.
Really? I come on hard times. Things happen. Me and Kenny rocking together now. We in
at 45.
No, it went bad.
Come on,
Things go bad.
Come on. Hey, I'm gonna even say at 35. If you still got a roommate at 35,
I'm saving up my chips.
And I'm not gonna hate on that. But your pool of women to choose from has shrunken. That's all I'm saying. I'm telling you, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, but it just changes from those 10-year differences, 25, 35, 45. It's going to be, I believe their lists are going to be somewhat different.
Okay. So Lisa says, I do have certain things that I look for as I grow, especially spiritually in my relationship with God. Things can change. Indeed. Okay. That's good. So yeah, I think, I realized, maybe thinking about this question that I'm asked, has the definition of a good man changed? And you said something, Kaneem, I don't know why I didn't think about it from that perspective. Age matters. Like you 20, we got a couple of pennies, you got a couple of pennies, we kind of work it out. I mean, unless I hit it, depending on where I came from, I might have come up with something. I might be a millionaire at 20 because things happen. But outside of that, most 20-year-olds, I just, hey, can I get something on that gas? Like that's the thing. That's the thing. She said, I'm 49, and if you still have
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you.
Come on, Lisa.
Come
on. I'm saying I'm going through some things. Well,
you're gonna go through the things by yourself. You ain't gonna go through it with me. Thank you, Lisa.
My divorce. She got everything. And then what I hear, she got everything. I gave my house, my cars. She got everything. All right, let me get Mr. Reparations in the building. What's up, sir?
What's going on, fellas?
What up? What up?
Can't call it, man. Can't even call it.
Oh, yeah. Long time no see that, bro.
It's been a minute.
When you gonna put your face in the place with the fellas, man? Maybe I miss it.
No. You gotta make it happen. I got me a mean plan. I'm coming back out on the streets in August.
Cool.
All right. So Deborah says, right with the side eye. Come on, Deborah. Come on, I'm going through. Just Chile, please exactly go through by yourself.
I know that's right.
Come on, I'm looking for a new roommate. I'm
working on that right now. It's funny you mentioned that. That's why I brought you here today. My mama tripping.
You said my mama tripping?
You feel me? I need you, man. Yeah.
What's up with that, man? I don't see how, because like you in your 30s, right?
Yeah.
So in your 30s, well, you ain't been dating in a while though. In your 20s though, when you was dating in your 20s, wasn't you? Like 21, 22, 23.
Very aggressively, yes, sir.
Yeah. So in your 20s, once you give the people your version of relationships in your 20s, you ain't too far gone.
I ain't know what they was. Relationship was relations. It was what they call that thing. They got my president on quid pro quo. You do for me, I do for you. You feel me? It wasn't like a whole bunch of. I ain't had no concept of no 401k or let's move to the good side of town. It wasn't like it was,
just get
it
together.
was. But you know what I appreciated about it though, and I know some dudes play games, but it was very upfront. You knew what it was. She knew what it was. You know what I'm saying? And then when especially like my college dating, you dating people that's not even from the city. Like it's a chance that none of y'all will be there in 2-3 years. So the expectation of something long term wasn't that great. You know what I'm saying? So it was fluid, but it wasn't nothing like serious.
Gotcha. Okay. So I guess I would be the only one that dated as an adult on this panel right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That dated as an adult. That was over.
Yeah, really.
Let's see, over 35. Yeah.
Right.
How was it for you?
Well, man, I mean, I was aggressive just like you was, but I was 30, 35 plus. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing was quantity. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, it was like, so it was like one day, okay, now you're not gonna work. No, you're not. Okay. But I knew what my worth was. You know what I'm saying? I knew I had something to offer. I knew that, like, hey, there ain't too many dudes out here like me now. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Was you deep into your career at that time? Like, was that what helped you with your self-worth? Like you understood?
It did, because I was very independent. You know what I'm saying? Like when I say very independent, like ridiculously independent. I'm all over the place. Just because I ain't had no responsibilities or no strings that hold me back.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, but I knew that. So, but I was still wanting to be married. I was still wanting a family. I was still wanting to,
But when did that come though? When did that get in your head that I want to be married?
When did that get in my head? When I wanted to be married again?
Right.
Let me see, man. I think it was pretty much right after I got divorced. So I got divorced in 2008. I got divorced in 2008. And it wasn't too much the concept of marriage. That was my first time, but it was good. You gone, sweetie? It was good, but it was with the wrong person. You know what I'm saying?
So you gave up on her, not marriage.
Yeah. That's for sure. I threw in the towel real quick now.
Okay.
But it was I think it was not too far after that. But when I was dating, I probably dated for about 2 years, I guess. And it was just like I said, it's more like an interview. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling them, I'm getting in their head. When you go to well, I can't put every woman in that aspect. I've been to women's houses where they have children, and that was my whole thing, because it's very rare when you get up into your 30s and
no kids,
kids, you know what I'm saying? So that was a huge factor. Like, I'm going over here and see how these kids act. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna have to deal with that.
First thing they do, you already got a label on what you should be called, and as soon as you walk in the door, this uncle such and such.
Yeah. Oh, not the uncle, not uncle.
Yeah,
you uncle.
Yeah. Not
uncle. Not uncle.
Yeah, uncle.
Oh man.
I'm quick to go ahead and get that straight. Like, nah, my name is Kadeem. Oh, you just call him Mr. Kadeem. No. Kadeem. This ain't the color purple. Just call me Kadeem. That's what it is. You got me Mister.
Okay,
Mister.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I understand you trying to teach them, but I might not be in their life that long.
Right.
And if I am in their life, then they need to know my name. It's not Uncle. It ain't Mr. Kadeem. I want. That's what I prefer. So don't put a label on me. Let me label myself with your children. It's gonna be respectful because it's my name.
Right.
But man, it was crazy because a lot of women that I dated, it was kind of like, I mean, you go through them, and some of them it's just straight physical attraction. Some of them it's a little mental stimulation. You know what I'm saying? I can learn something from her. You know what I'm saying? That was one of my big things. Like, can she teach me something that I don't know or don't understand? And because me myself, I think my intelligence is at a high level. So I like to read. I've been in a lot of places on this earth.
Right.
But if she could teach me something, I'm like, oh, that's teach me something. And you sexy.
Combination.
That's not the only thing you gotta do now is have a triple threat when we hit this bedroom. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be off the chain.
Yeah.
So
full package.
It just took me a long time to get to a certain point through all the dating I do. When I say I did some dating, I was pretty much dating at least 4 to 5 times a week.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Different women.
And these are first dates. These are first dates.
You were searching.
Yeah. These are first dates. You know
I know. So we kind of went off, but it's all good. I'm interested in this right now. Curious. I mean, so like kind of flipping the script a little bit, right?
Yes, sir.
And which you can even Ephraim, was there a conversation about what she was looking for? Like, was there somewhat of a list? Because you were younger, like we talk about what you, Ephraim, you're a little younger, like we talk about the age difference. Like when you're dating, your list ain't as long. just look good, have a job, kind of have yourself together. It's just, right. He said, don't let them get you. You see, they ain't talking about the day.
Now let me.
I have one. I ain't one.
Now.
Disclaimer.
These were internet dating sites that I was getting all these dates from. So let me go ahead and clarify that. You know what I'm saying? These were internet dating sites that I was getting. You know what I'm saying? Now, go ahead, AD.
But yeah, so with your connections and things like that, were there lists that women had, and did you ever get a list? Like not a list per se, but just kind of what you're looking for, or were those kind of the conversation? Hey, what you looking for in a guy?
Don't play it. Women was checking us out just as much as we were checking them out. Like,
no doubt.
They wanted, like, I never came across anybody that like checked my credit score. And well, I should say it like this: I never came across anybody to check my credit score for like a particular number. You know what I'm saying? But they interested. Well, most women are interested in all the information they can get from you, over the top information. I think their list is probably supersedes our list by far. But you know, they looking at us same thing, man. We both look the same thing. Kids, living situation. Where and who up in there, you know what I'm saying? Right. Because they don't care about the homeless part, but are you in that car by yourself? You know what I'm saying? So they want to know how many kids, you feel me? Do you have a job? And your job ain't got to be, because if we keep it real, when you early 20s, even early 30s, the likelihood that you the CEO, especially in our community, isn't always as high. The only thing women want to know is, are you a rapper? You know what I'm saying? Because that's a different type of situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I don't think them little country stars, if they sing, I think they different. But if we got a rapper, most likely she knows something extra come with that. Like, you know, he might be short on some change every once in a while. He gonna have some late nights. You know what I'm saying? It's a different vibe. So that's the thing women don't want to hear. So, you know, it's their list is a lot more extensive, but they checking situations just like we are. You know what I'm saying? So
all right. So ladies, I want you guys to chime in. Like, have you, if you've been dating for a particular time, has your standard changed or shifted? You know, what have you learned throughout, you know, your lifespan? You know, if you're still single, you know, what are some of the things that you ain't got to list it.
Don't list it.
You got to list it.
Because I'm gonna tell you, that 20-year-old list is gonna be way different than your 35-year-old list.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Right.
And I'm not gonna say y'all lowered y'all standards, but y'all adjusted your list. You know what I'm saying? Because like Kaneen said earlier, at a certain age, there's certain things you just might expect, or there might be certain things that's a lot higher. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a 21-year-old rapper, I'm cool with it. If you're a 55-year-old rapper, my boy,
come on, son. Come on, son. It's my 10th album, son. This one about to break. My 10th album.
And if you do it as a hobby, or if you go to the studio and spit, it's still a creative form. That's cool. Right. But if that's the first thing out your mouth when she say, "How do you support yourself?" she might drop you. You feel me? So,
but I had
changed big time.
Back. Remember that song in '99? That was mine.
You can't do it.
That's all I need to know.
Yeah,
you got any royalties?
You get any royalties? Yeah. Oh no, they got all that. But, yeah, okay, all right.
Yeah, I was young. But, I signed it away. I was young. They said $100. I was like,
I let all my rapper inspirations and aspirations go.
Let it go.
When I turned 40.
Yeah, and look, and like I said, the creative form is beautiful. I make beats all the time. You feel what I'm saying? Right. But until them beats that I make supersede this paycheck I'm getting, you know what I'm saying? I can't lead out with that. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's. But they standard. The whole point, they standard has definitely changed. Look at Lisa. I know it, Lisa.
Yes, the list had been adjusted in my 20s. There was no list. I was clueless. Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
You don't even know what you want. Your mind, I say that all the time, from 20 to 25, my mind changed every year. My focus, my goal, my world beliefs, my view on life. Like, bro, but look here. You know what I'm saying?
But would you say a lot of it shaped with experience? So, like, would you say like every encounter kind of shapes your experience? Yeah. You know, because I think as a 20-year-old, you have a list, but you equate like, well, if they this, they got this. If they got this, they got this. No, if they got this, there's no way they can't have all of this if they look like this. You know,
I've dealt with females that have changed my list. I've gotten out of a relationship and said,
I was just about to say that.
Never again will I get another.
Yes.
If her name got fruit in it, if she missed strawberry, I ain't talking to no more berries, no more juices, no more juicy. You feel me?
Man, I'll spit my coffee out on you, boy.
None of that. I'm done with that. And that's all I'm gonna say about that right now. We leave with that. but I never again date no strawberries.
And stay away from them minerals too.
Oh man, look here. Yeah, I don't want none of that.
Diamond,
No
jade,
diamonds, jade.
pearl,
No sir. No sir.
Don't do that.
Give me your government name.
Yeah, man. Make sure you stay away from all them.
Yeah. That stuff used to be interesting. It used to spark my interest. Like, oh, you strawberry? What that? And now it's like a warning sign. Like,
Yeah.
have a good one. Take it easy. You feel me? Same thing, man. Yeah, that experience, it'll change your list. It'll change your list, man. You finding yourself, you finding out about how people are. You know, there's some concepts we know, but you don't know it until you go through it. Like, I knew what betrayal was. I learned that in school, but 19, 20 years old, I experienced it. Like,
right.
That's I knew what it meant, but that's how I feel. Okay, I got you. I'll leave that alone. So you going through all these experiences and it's changing how you interact with people, let alone somebody that you plan on being married to the rest of your life.
He said, so no strawberry diamond spice.
Yeah, too spicy for me. Heartburn. I'm good. Yes, sir. I'm allergic.
He said I didn't give serious thought to what I wanted in a man until I became aware of my purpose and vision, and that was in my 30s.
You said so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had a list as soon as I came out of college. I came on my college campus. The basis was from my standards for myself, college degree, income potential, and future family. Okay.
Yeah. And like even that list got to change because there's plenty of people who meet that list and still crazy as all get out.
Oh,
you have you ever heard of the term functioning crackhead?
Yes.
Was that text? Okay, yeah. So that's what we said back to the crib. There's some people that smoke crack and be strung out talking to themselves at the bus stop, and there's some folks who will smoke it at night, get up and go to work. And there's some people who can finish their college degree. They can finish it. You mean to tell me ain't no crazy doctors? Ain't no doctor ever keyed up a car? You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? They all out there.
Oh yeah, no doubt. No doubt. That's
it's good.
I mean, but the topic for the day has the definition of a good man changed. It is really I don't know if can we answer that question as men? Because I think it was.
Well, I put out there because just from what you see out in social media, that's why I led off with that. With what we've been seeing in the posts we see. That's kind of that, and with the comments under it. Like I said, someone say something crazy. That's just one person. Right? When you see 3,000 comments and they were like, "Hey man, I know that's right." You're just like, "Really? Is that right?" So Sam says, "I always knew what I wanted, more or less, but also knew when I was ready to settle down and start a life. But when just dating, I knew what I was looking for too." All right. Michael says I was going to school for electric engineering. So if you were English major, etc., no dice.
Hey, Mike cutting them off by the major.
No, I can't. I
What's
can't.
That, criminal justice? No, I'm straight.
You're right. You're going into the wrong building. You're going into the wrong building. I don't deal with folks out of that building. Right.
We done had all our intentions.
Right. You said what happened?
No, I'm just saying you got your intentions, but we all have met one or two that done knocked all that off the map. Don't fit none of your description, but it just got your interest. I feel majority of us have been foolish at one time or another.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
Now those folk who knew, like Sam saying she knew what she wanted off the rip, kudos to you. And you know what I'm saying? And I guess we all kind of have a baseline of what we want. Nobody don't want to marry an axe murdering crazy person, no doubt.
Right.
But some of that definition, I think as you learn more of yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like, so how I'm gonna tell you what I need when I'm still learning my own self? You feel me?
Right.
Sometimes I come back to my wife 2 years later, like, hey, you remember when we went to the airport at that time? What I was trying to say was sometimes it take me a while to process it, bro. That could be very aggravating to somebody. Because see, some women, that's why I'm saying they don't love you like that, like they say they do. Like, she got to be there. That one got to be there for them, like to find out how I felt about something 2 years later. Because sometimes I just ain't good at word to process it. Some women don't have patience for that, so she ain't the one for me. But sometimes when I figure out what it was, it upset me when you said that first. I felt like you should have let me blah 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 or something. You know what I'm saying? So it's you might know what you want at a baseline, but you always like learning yourself. I mean, we know who we are. We you know what I'm saying? We know what we do, but you know, needs change. I ain't need nobody to give me no pills when I was 20. You feel me? Who gonna make that run to the store for them Depends later on when I'm 70, 80? You feel me? Who got me? You know what I'm saying? So how could I even have that on my list if I ain't even thinking like I thought I was invincible, bro?
Right. Let's see. Michael says, I was a hard worker and I was about work, all about work ethic. My college word was no chicken heads. Remember that word. I was a 4-year varsity start in high school. So by college, I was looking at marriage potential while versus sleep with potential. Indeed.
That's what's up, man.
However, nothing wrong with not take home to mama type friend.
You good. I ain't think about marriage till I got in my 30s. Yeah, I ain't really had no long-term relationship until I got in my 30s.
Indeed. I jumped the broom early. Well, I guess you probably jumped early, but yeah. I got married 22, I think I feel like 22. Lisa says, yes, while single it benefits you to learn you and not only what you want, but also what you need in a partner. Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed. I think definitely every stage and age, you know, you kind of shift what you want. I mean, I guess there's a level of clarity, but I think at the same time, you know, we're just trying to say, I got out the game quick because I already found my perfect match.
That's how I heard it, bro. That's what I heard. When you said that, that's what I heard, bro. I got your back, bro.
And Sam felt the same way, talking about she knew what she wanted. Yeah, you wanted AD. That's what you wanted.
That's what you knew. I knew my type. He lived down the street.
Yeah, like she was out there dating.
Yeah, you feel me? You know what it is. AD swooped that chick off her feet.
Yeah, girl.
Sam, I heard you came floating down the block, Sam. Yeah.
So listen, we appreciate you guys for rocking and hanging with us. Listen, I want you guys to join the Discord app. That's what, see? It's my brothers are here for. That's what they're here for. So I'm try to help them out. So listen, join the Discord app. I want to continue a lot of these conversations. Give me, tell me what you guys think. And it's open for women too as well. So join the Discord app. I've never said it's just for men, but I want to have a dialogue, with a lot of these conversations that we have even going forward, because it helps our community get better. Because like I said, there's a plethora of information out there, and you just like, some of it you just like, you ever watch something you like, I agree with some of that. I don't agree with all of that. Appreciate you, Mama Corey. Thank you so much.
Hey, Mama. Yeah, so, AD, that's good, man. Cause I got some questions for these ladies, man. I'm curious about a few things from the other side of the fence. Why you put up with my mess 1 year, but then the next year when I do the same thing, you ain't putting up with it no more? That's post wife. This is a general woman question. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And how you know when you ready to bring me home to see your people? Like, you feel me? Like, because sometimes it be feeling a little, you know what I'm saying? Like, what did I do a certain thing, or did I dress a certain way? I just don't know. I'm curious about some things.
She said, because we get tired.
But it's the same stuff. It's not.
But it's the same.
Yeah.
Okay, but okay, Ephraim, are you saying like you did something and there was not an issue?
It was acceptable. It was
no issue, no problem. Next year, now it's an issue.
Same thing.
Okay, I got you.
And I hope they see that sometime. And women, y'all help me too. Like, I'm just curious. Like, don't you think I'm not calling y'all crazy, but don't you think it's crazy when you say nothing about a thing and then the next time it happens, I get cussed out? Don't that seem extreme to you a little bit? Like, and that's a question. I'm not saying that about nobody. These are generalities. I don't know. I'm just trying to help me understand something. Like when we having a perfectly good day, why do you bring up like an old beef?
Bro, it's like a light switch, man. I mean, it's a trigger that you don't know what the trigger is.
Yeah.
But you have definitely put your finger on it.
Yeah.
It could be a smell, it could be a place, it could be a phrase, it could be a song, it could be anything. But you was there the first time it happened.
Yeah.
Right.
And she remember some moment when it happened.
Yeah.
and then that trigger happened, and you unexpectedly get slapped all across your face.
You as a me.
Whoa, this good.
Now, don't y'all think that's crazy? Like, is all I'm saying. Y'all can understand.
But wait,
I-
hold on. So what I will say, I'm sure some folks is typing right now. What I will say, I think maybe you ever have something happen and it may have bothered you, but you just let it go. You never had moments where something happened, you just kind of let it go. Then, because you might think, oh, this is just a one-off,
But I don't think I did it without giving notice that I didn't like it.
Okay.
A woman won't like something, won't say a thing. Everything all right, baby? Oh yeah, I'm cool. Next year you cussed out. If you do a thing, I'll be like, man, I ain't really feeling that. But no, do you? I'm good with it. Like, and I might say that, but I will let you know that this is something that ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't think we give them as many surprises as they give us. Is all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, I agree with that one.
Like me say, it's like a switch, bro. Like, wait, like how we were just cool. You went through my phone and saw what? Like, hold on, wait, slow down. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a switch.
A lot of times it's unresolved stuff. Sometimes we kind of glazed over it. We've not discussed it. It's not been dealt with.
I agree.
But
I want to challenge them on the fact that it come unaware. How about saying I got an issue with this, and I hope we talk about it one day. Instead of just jumping out the truck on somebody, like, I find it funny that it was funny when AD had said you showed no smile, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the unaware for me. It's like it's funny how when Kaneem
you thought we having a good day. We was having a good day. I'm off. We having a great day, and it comes out
like an unexpected thunderstorm.
Yeah, it's crazy, man, and it could be in any situation. It's funny how AD gave Sam such and such. Oh, dang, I didn't know you wanted that. Well, it's funny how when Kaneem ready to go, you ready to go. Like, dang, hold up. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know this was a thing.
It's a thing.
Like, bro, say it's like walking through a minefield. And I'm talking to in general, and I say every woman does that.
The sad thing about it is that you are expected to know. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody tell me
I don't read minds. I'm not a mind reader. If you verbally telling me something repetitively,
yeah,
right, and I am missing it repetitively, then I deserve to get hit upside the head. Like, I done told you this 45,000 times. Why you keep on playing me?
Yeah,
then but if I done something and you ain't said not one word about it, and then the next time
am I held accountable for that?
You always, don't never.
Yeah, them two right there, bro.
Me and my wife just talking about that.
Bro,
always and never.
We talking about arguments, bro.
We have mutually agreed not to use those words. We like always and never. Always and never.
And I'm like, this is our first time even talking about this. How did I always and when did I never? When this is the first time when this is a topic that we discuss.
Right. And to their credit, they not pulling like rabbits out the hat. They will list actual events. I did do a thing here and I did do a thing there. But I'm agreeing with bro saying. I'm shocked though. You know what I'm saying? I'm shocked, but I'm not surprised. What you listed was a true event. But I'm saying you never let me know it was an issue. Is all I'm saying. Right. So I did go here on this date and I did do that on that date. But like I never knew it was. You said, "All right, baby, I'll see you later." Like how did I know?
I'm trying to wait for him to finish doing the thing so we can read.
The pressure is real. The pressure,
right?
Let me slide back.
No, you're good.
My apologies.
You're good. It's because it's never been discussed. The communication wasn't had. They had been repressing, instead of dealing with it. So she will speak to it, just kind of busting out. I don't know what the dope folks mean. If I didn't mean to. Communication isn't always verbal. I don't believe men always pay attention. Yeah, we missed that. We missed that. Like, it took me a minute to really to see those moments. Like, I don't think she liked that. There be moments like, it get quiet. You're like, God, dog it. Yeah. Dang it. And then you're thinking in your head, address it now. Old me was like, let's wait it out. Maybe just go away. I'm just saying. Old dumb me was like, just wait. It's silent. Turn the music on. Hey, baby, hear this song?
For real.
It ain't going nowhere.
Sam says also, when those things happen on a regular, you have to make extra space for open dialogue between the two of you. Indeed.
Yeah.
yeah, it's always the nonverbals, and that's, you know, in time you learn. You just gotta it's gotta watch, and I get what you're saying. Like sometimes, like I can't read a mind, but you know, being with Sam long enough, you just kind of pick up on, like I said, certain social cues. Like like every time, like I said, every time we leave, every time Curvey leaves, we leaving. Like I wasn't ready to go. I've gotten programmed. Like Curvey out, we out.
Yeah, I didn't even notice I did that. Like,
right. I just, you know, in my mind I was kind of ready, and he made the first move. I always feel like we in sync. So go.
And I'm like, well, that's my boy. We think alike. No, you're in trouble for that.
Move around.
Hey, I ain't even noticed, man. Yeah. I got.
Yeah, I think. You got to get better, man. I know I do it all the time. I do it all the time. But my whole thing is when you don't let me know immediately, then I think it's all good. You know what I'm saying? You don't let me know right then and now, I think it's all good. But if you bring it up 2 weeks later, 2 months later, I'm like, I don't even remember that. I remember something vaguely like that. I remember the day.
You got to tell me because I'm gonna forget. You ain't lying, bro.
Yeah, I don't even remember all that. But and then you get the whole screenplay. Like this will happen. Yeah, that do sound familiar. But if you say it happened like that, you got more detail. Then that's what happened. Right. I agree with you. That ain't right. Even though I don't remember what ain't right, that what you just said.
That wasn't my bad. Yeah. Oh, but let's see. Sam says also sometimes women don't want to nag, so we just go with the flow until it flows over.
Stop it! Stop it, Samantha! Stop it!
Kept that comment in your fingertips.
Hey, you take that off the screen.
You know that's
what. Love the nag.
Oh Lord Jesus. AD he want to tag along with
listen. Listen. What I will say is the problem, of course, with that is, you know, if there's an issue, then, you know, say you can't go to 10 on me because you've been kind of going with it, you know, and obviously I've been either like about the third time there was maybe a nonverbal cue, like. We leaving again with Kaneem. You know, we leaving at the same time with the Curveys again. You know, and sometimes like there are the so we always gotta leave at the same time the Curveys leave. You know, like I didn't, you know, in my mind I was like I didn't
even know I did that.
I didn't realize I was doing it. Like I didn't, you know, like because sometimes simple stuff like right. I thought in my mind I thought I got up first.
Yeah, I had went to the bathroom, wash my hand, but no, you okay? All right. Fine.
I was just coming out to say
because they don't even give you time to build your defense. If you would tell me it's an issue, when I was a kid, and I know it's a different relationship, but let's say we go to my grandma's house and I do something wrong, sit on the edge of a chair. I don't know. My dad would lean over and say, "I'm gonna get you when we get home." Okay, got you. I realized what happened. I knew when it happened. I know what I did. It was instant, and I had time to get my defense. You just ain't want to come in front of my grandma. Okay, I got you. All right, fine. So I knew what was coming later. You know what I'm saying? And I always had a chance to at least tell. It ain't work, but I used to tell my side of the story. You know what I'm saying? But some of this
on the edge.
It happened just 3 months ago.
Right. She said, I'm more than likely gonna say something anyway. There's not too much I don't express my feelings about. Indeed. Okay. Truth is truth. But yeah, I mean, I get it. Like it's just trying to. I think it's catching the nonverbals. That's probably because that's where, you know, like we feel like she's going to 10. There was a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know that we just sometimes we miss, and it comes. It's both. I'm gonna say it's both responsibility because, you know, say like I don't like when Kaneem get up. I don't know. I do stand on that. When Curveys get up, we get up and leave. Like I want to hang out with the McNair's a little longer. You know, like so I think, you know, it's just about the communication. Like, you know, the silence. You know, everything good? Yeah, I'm fine. You're like, oh Lord. So
Fine does not mean fine.
Yeah, as soon as y'all get in that car, it's
on. It's on.
to go.
And then they get mad at you for apologizing too soon. Like, wait a minute, I just wanted to be over. Whatever it was, I am sorry.
Do you even know what you apologizing for?
Kinda.
Everybody's different. You definitely have to figure out her communication dance. Is it better at night, mornings, car ride, during dinner? You have to find your partner's window.
Yeah, that window important.
Yeah, indeed. So listen,
And I ain't just talking partners. I'm talking about women in general. That's all. My apologies.
Oh, we appreciate you guys for rocking and hanging with us. Another edition of the Brothers of Legacy. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Again, make sure you share. Hopefully, this conversation has helped you in, especially the extra after 10 o'clock. Let's see. You just see, yeah. She said, right, because you don't want to hear me out. You just want to get past it when you apologize too quickly.
Is there something wrong with that? I just feel this conversation would be better without all the anger, is all I'm saying. So let me apologize for the anger. I want to my fault for the offense. Now let's talk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't forget now, you ain't got nothing to say, no feedback. All I just said, you ain't got nothing, not one thing to say about
yeah. Out of all that, and that's what you gonna say? Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I see talking to you don't make no sense. Okay.
All the stuff I said, all you got to say is I apologize. Really?
I thought that's where you were leading me at. I thought you were, but okay. Ooh. Wow. Get the women on typing, AD. I need some answers, man.
All right.
Sam, thank you for trying to plug us in here, Sam.
Yeah. So listen, join the Discord app, guys. Join the Discord so we can expand on this conversation. All right, we can get out of here. Appreciate you guys for rocking. Look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow, Freestyle Friday. Remember to continue to do the right thing. Be blessed. Keep pushing. Keep growing. Know that we love you. God loves you more. And as always, stay safe. Make good choices. Peace out.